You're back. Good. What can I help you with? At this matter of fact, I don't. I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, you see. Of course. That's what I'm here for. You're back. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time to...
Good night, officer.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
This window is pristine, smooth as... The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it. The door is very... The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. The door is oblivious to you. Your foot is ready to explode and punish this object. The sturdy wood door has lost all respect for you. The same small, heavy door. The same small, heavy. It's getting late. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your like the rest of you. It comes from a bad place, somewhere, and it's too late. Like an image on film. The bed is comforting. The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like
this respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. No, you haven't. You've just been. No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel arrested. There's no
Go. An old mirror hangs. On the table, you see a bowl of water. The water you almost.
Yes?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Either sea's gonna come.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer? An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
This is it, the scene of the party, the fire pit, cigarettes, and not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow,
Oh, sorry, officer. René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer.
of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies.
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings. There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the old Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents.
Is this
A colourful
again? I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister. Here you go, mister.
The tear machines, your bottles clunk. You see several. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over it. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
Okay, here. I hope Saint.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. used on everything, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or, the sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Again? Seriously, man. Yeah, whatever. Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you.
His hands become...
And you went and pushed her.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Goddamn, no one tell...
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me these
Another apocalyptic. This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point...
What's on it? We call it the door gun.
Now that is intriguing. You had me at... A door gun is a gun mounted to the door of a transport airship. They have a habit of mowing down civilians. Farmers mostly.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting conviction.
I won't be on your bulletin board.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the...
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb?
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Yeah, like you have one. Smart ass.
Bear.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor would...
Understood? You've listened in on their communication.
Since way before their...
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah, you do that.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying...
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done, man. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your portal. The tape stops spinning.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still,
there's more going on here than
one of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of...
The South Safre conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safre. It has been hot...
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Cojo...
A symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse style conduct.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict...
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway.
Yes, was...
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living.
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like he was like the Seminole conflict, the Cohoy massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Cohoy.
Did he tell you he had actually?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed...
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for detail.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we... Yeah? I have no idea, officer. All right.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Le.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page, the lieutenant, the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of...
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Whirling-in-Rags. I didn't even understand his accent. What?
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. There is nothing on Muindi. I love Revachol, though.
A column of air encircles her, brushing gently on the metallic silver fabric that covers her shoulders.
It didn't love him.
The feeling dissipates. The cold passes. The woman's eyes follow your...
He was 42.
42? Are you sure?
He had many scars that made him appear older. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny...
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
A miss. The adversary one.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice.
He had a combat wound?
Yes. Severe.
Ah, yes.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now. Oh, that. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for show. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets...
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with... And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that. So she goes, okay, but what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. Oh yeah. No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol?
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Yes. You're just one room away.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like...
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42, below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurement. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? "42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week."
There's silence. Then here it comes.
Sure, you're 42.
Wait. This requires scientific measurement to the laboratorium. The same small, heavy...
I don't know, Lieutenant Ufrater. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen. I don't know. The further we get...
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside...
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. I hate it when that happens.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound.
Nice.
Filling you with a belief in your own body.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily...
This is good. He likes it.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to... It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be
large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. So, one person has been here. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned.
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look just between that and that. The size looks about the same, actually. They are not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the world. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the Whirling. It's not too important. We can get in and out using the roof door.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is the maintenance card under the control panel reads, "Last maintenance." This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs work. There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international. A small steel plaque reads, "Halter 800." Halter is a conning...
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries and...
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue. Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became
a creek.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even...
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be it's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspell. You see a heavy steel door with the door does not challenge. You're right.
Hello, officer?
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. I love those.
What wall?
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know.
What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Absolutely not. That would be idiotic.
In your defense, neither do I.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't. Fucker. Besides, the RCM doesn't do so.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No.
Oh, okay.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously.
Okay, what is back there? Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean. I was just wondering.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
Those machines are whirling property, but it wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
What? Why would you say?
So he knows of the doomed commercial area. And
Everyone knows of it. Obviously it hasn't. Look at the pre-revolution for 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here.
he's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think, well, it sure as hell.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy...
Good pick.
Yeah. It's even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area. Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation. Maybe. What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't...
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you.
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but luck has got nothing to do with it.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Yes?